Finsweet, agency, product, community. That's effing sweet.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Finsweet 2024-2025 stream. We do one of these every single year, and yeah, we're doing it this year also. It's going to go over a lot of the big things that we did this past year in 2024, and really what we're all here for, to talk about what we are doing in 2025. We're going to be pretty transparent with our roadmap here. We're not holding anything back. This is our official to-do. There's no secret projects in the background. We're giving you everything. We're telling you everything. This is part of our effort to be more transparent, or really as transparent as we can possibly be with you. And that's why we have the monthly product updates every month. So this is the combination of all those. You're going to get a real nice glimpse of what the next year is going to look like. All right, before we get into this, let's say hi to some people in the chat. We're live right now. Always love when people come live. I know a lot of you can't come live and you watch later, but let's give some shout outs here to Susan. Hey, Susan, great to see you. We have Rohan, Gustavo. We have Victoria in the house. What's up? Leo, Sylvan, Robert. We have Magdalena, and we have Aaron. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. And if you're here, say, hey, what's up? Say where you're watching in from. It's always nice to see the wide variety of people we have here. So let's get into it. Let's jump into this presentation, and let's talk 2024, 2025. First, 2024 year in review. This is really a products overview, and we're going to talk about everything that we did this year. The overview of this section is we released a couple new products, components, and CMS Bridge. We released the SEO guide, and we released some major updates for wized. So before we get into those key points, let's jump all the way back to the beginning of this year in January, when we released version 2.1 of Client First to support Webflow variables. Really important that we stay updated with Client First. When Webflow releases these great new things with the UI, we want to be up to date with this and really help guide people through these new features. So great job, Client First. Components, this is a brand new product. We launched it in 2024. And today we have cookie consent, slider, and table available in that ecosystem of products. So there are big plans for this in 2025. We'll talk about that later. But 2024 was really the building of this tree. We built the roots, we built the base of the tree, and we're ready to go and build on top of it. Also components, we released project lifetime plans, bulk discounts, and integrations. So we released the product, we continue to update it, make it better. And we're really happy about integrations with Webflow's new native tools like Localize, Analyze, and Optimize. So when Webflow goes and releases new things, you know that our products are going to follow that. CMS Bridge, another new product launched in 2024. Very cool. It was a revived product, a re-release product from our Noble Airtable product, which we released years ago. We released it as beta. We just never finished it because we realized it needed a true rebuild. And we did that true rebuild this past year. So we believe in the product. We had a good user base, even though Noble Airtable had a bunch of issues. And now we have a good, stable product, consistently growing monthly recurring revenue. And this is a good one. Another base, another tree planted, ready for growth. Little note here, we will remove access to Noble Airtable January 2025. If you are still using it, get on over to CMS Bridge. It is light years better. Let's move to SEO guide. This is not a product, so I don't say new product here, but this is something new, and it launched in 2024. It's a very nice SEO guide that will help you make the most of your website for search engines. So it's extensive documentation for SEO best practices. You can go to finsweet.com/SEO for that. And really the goal here is to guide people through that setup. SEO, we all know the basics, or we all should know the basics, but it gets deep. There's a lot of things you can do there. So we want to help you through that. And that's why we released this guide. We have more plans for this. If we see some success, we've heard good comments. We'd love to hear what you think about it. So go on, check it out, share it with a friend. Wized, major updates. This was a big year for Wized. Not a new product, but it feels like a completely refreshed product. Some big releases throughout the year. We released Wized Secrets, read-only links. We upgraded all paid plans from 30 to 90 days backup. And we set embed point 2 as the primary embed version, which if you're a WizNote user, you know that was a major advancement in the platform. It really just makes everything faster, better, more reactive, more responsive. So that was a huge release. Also, big rework on the database architecture to eliminate size limits for Wiz projects. Projects were being built massive, way bigger than we imagined. We have now updated our architecture to support that. We also had a great member stack integration built this year, along with the SaaS competition. You know, you'll see us again with that similar competition this upcoming year. So yeah, we're big member stack fans. That was a big highlight of the year for us. We also released an Airtable integration and a logs panel. Awesome. Big year for Wized. And honestly, all that's not even the biggest one. The biggest is this, where we replaced actions with elements and events. This is a configurator UI transformation. We now have left and right panels with a centered canvas and a more powerful function editor. Many other excellent updates along with this, just making it easier to build projects, specifically big projects. And along with this, we release a new visual brand, new marketing site, and new positioning. Huge, huge year for Wized, huge year for everything that I just talked about. But that's not why we're here. We're here for this. We're here for the roadmap. So as part of this stream, we're going to talk about products. We're also going to talk about agency. So after we're done with the product roadmap, we have some really nice slides for our agency roadmap. All right, let's start out here with Wized. With Wized, you can rapidly write JavaScript in a low-code visual interface and solve coding challenges quickly with less code. These are really the big four for this year: quality of life improvements, education, AI integration, and plugins and add-ons. There's a reason quality of life improvements is up there as number one. We believe that Wized is at a really good place right now. We are not looking to push features into it and just slam features, as many as we can fit into Wized. We think we have a strong base. We can grow on top of it, but really we want to strengthen what we have right now. So we want to hear your day-to-day troubles, your day-to-day successes, how you use the product, and make sure that we are optimizing for that on a day-to-day basis. That's number one for me. Education. This is a huge key to Wized growth that right now we're missing. Right now, we need that education aspect. We are working on it. We're going to release it. There's going to be a lot of great education going around with web application development. AI integration into the Wiz configurator. We want to have an AI help you through your implementation in Wized. So that's on the to-do list for sometime this year. It's not made to build the whole app for you, but to help you in specific situations or to help you understand how this may be implemented in Wized. So that's going to be a nice one. Plugins and add-ons. This is going to be a great way for us to extend the platform, allow people who have specific requests to purchase those requests. And I'll give a great example for additional page views. So we get a lot of emails asking, hey, I have 1 million page views or 10 million page views. And we give custom quotes for that. So instead, we're going to have an add-on system where you can add these types of page view add-ons to your project. Self-serve, without the email, completely integrated into your existing bill. So we're working on that. That's going to be a great way to help you do more with the platform. All right, these are the big four. This is 2025 for wized. Also, a couple of sort of marketing and side directives here we wanted to add. We're going to start some success story live streams. We are seeing lots of success with wized, and what that means is people are building valuable products, valuable tools, valuable resources, valuable software for their business. And we want to show those people. We want to feature and highlight those success stories. We see it with agency work, with the agency work we do at Finsweet. We see it with other agencies and the work that they do. We see it with freelancers. And we see it also with companies that use wized internally without a service provider. So we want to highlight all those great stories, bring them to the public. We also want to help with the migration of Webflow user accounts and logic to wized. We have the member stack integration. We integrate with tools like Sano or Airtable. And really, if you can do any of those things that you can do with Webflow user accounts and logic, we can likely make that happen with wized and some other tool. So projects get 50% off for 12 months on medium and large plans if you are one of those migrating people. More info on that next year. Okay, components. Wiz is a big one. Components is next. Visually build JavaScript without managing code, scripts, or third-party libraries. And really, nobody likes to do that. I don't. So 2025, how are we going to give you that ultimate component experience? Library. The library is going to give you the ability to save components to your account and reuse them across projects. So imagine you build a slider or a cookie consent or marquee or tooltip implementation, and you build it on one site. Then you go and start a new project. You'll be able to access all those other components in the new project. You don't have to go back to it and copy paste each one. You can set it up so they are saved to your Finsweet account. So when you go and open up any project, you can access any components from any project as long as you save it to your account. So that's really cool. It's part of the whole plan to make a truly integrated component system. And also in the library, you'll be able to access live-ready pre-made web components. Maybe you're working on something quick, or it doesn't have a design, or you're not a designer. That's me. I want to have just a ready-to-go, looking beautiful kind of slider that I change the primary color and I'm done. We're going to have that available to you as well. We're going to release components like marquee, tabs, number count, range slider, and tooltip. These are in active development, right? We were playing around with a lot of tools, a lot of solutions. We started some, seeing any roadblocks that come up, and all of these are in active development. So our plan is to finish these definitely, which are in active development, and then move on to some larger solutions that we are thinking of, like Instagram and YouTube. So imagine being able to add YouTube playlists, YouTube videos, YouTube players that are loaded on the page in a very efficient way. All of that stuff, right? If you have any kind of YouTube integration or video on the site, this is going to be that next step up. It's going to visually look like it, and from an efficiency standpoint, actually be more efficient. So that's going to be awesome. Instagram, right? When people want Instagram, they want Instagram. So instead of using one of those kind of third-party builders that you have super limited design control, you'll build it in Webflow, and Finsweet components will take care of the rest. And then filter. That's not something I forgot to change here, and an internal note. Yeah, there are 2 question marks here, and it's probably yes. We don't have any firm plans for this, but yeah, there's a lot of people internally talking about filter. So I really think that the Finsweet Components app is going to have some visual filter builder uh, based on attributes. Realize that I forgot a bullet here. Cookie consent. Cookie consent is going to transform into the consent management platform. Finsweet Consent Management Platform, CMP. It's the new cool thing now that everybody, now that consent and really now that consent is so important, we're taking it more seriously as well. So instead of just giving you the component of your cookie consent banner, we are now going to open it up to more features, like treating people differently based on their location. Are we back live here? I think so. All right, we're back at it. Great. Thanks everybody for sticking around. Sorry. Hey, we all have been there. The internet goes down for a second, comes back up, but we're here. We got it. Let's get back to the presentation here with attributes. I was excited about our... Oh,
Joe,
I
you
have to
need to
reshare
share,
my
yeah.
screen.
Sorry,
Yes.
chat.
Sorry, everybody. All right. Nice. Before we got cut, I was so happy about the registered trademark that we filed for that. We got it. Attributes is now a registered trademark. And it's a series of open source free solutions that anybody can add to their website without code knowledge. If you've used Webflow before, it's very likely you've used attributes, and this is getting to the next level here. We talked about it a lot in 2024. We never actually went and completed it, and now we have like half the product team working on it. So Attributes V2 is the first big release of 2025. We are not going to do anything else big, not start any new projects until this V2 is released. This is a massive product update, new features, new docs. We have the new list solution. This is going to replace what previously was FS filter, FS load, and the CMS solutions. This is now going to be simplified to FS list, and it's the new way to work with CMS lists and really any other list. Super powerful. Another important point to note is once we release this, there will be no new solutions developed after the launch of attributes. We're going to take attributes V1, convert it over to attributes V2, release it open source, and then we are going to foster growth within the community. You can do whatever you want with attributes. You can extend the attributes library. We want to be able to showcase people that go and build their own attribute solutions inside the attributes ecosystem. So we're going to release it and then watch the community take it from there. So this is really cool. I'm going to go and show some visuals that we have and just give you a little preview of some of these big docs changes. So something that we completely underestimated was the migration of the docs. That Attributes V1 has a lot of documentation. It's very, very extensive. It was written at all different times. And now, we see the whole system, and we really spent a lot of last year kind of migrating this documentation. So let's talk about it. Here we have primary actions right here in the hero. These are the most important things that you are able to do, like watch a tutorial, open a flashcard, a live demo, or get the clonable. This is going to be more consistent with how Webflow lays things out, how they use colors. And it's a really good workflow for people who are experienced. And that's where this flashcard comes in. Really, for quick reference, a lot of people just need to quickly check out which attributes, well, the attribute names. If you've implemented solutions before, you don't need to go and read through the documentation every time. You just need a quick flashcard. So that's the idea here. Right in the hero, you can go and access this flashcard, which is going to get you set up quickly, especially if you know the solution already. We're also going to be a lot more clear about integration paths and the uh, the documentation that shows when you have when you select a certain path. Right now in our nest, everything shows for everything, and it can get confusing based on which option you are choosing. So now we're going to be a lot more specific. We have tabs. You'll be able to choose, in this example, fetch CMS items or the alternative method. So a lot more clear, both in the design and in the content layout. We also have step-by-step design for each task. This gives you a lot of information without a lot of the text, right? You can get a lot of context by looking at this. Again, especially once you've implemented it 1 or 2 times, which is what we see most of our users doing. Okay. And then we also have this nice view. This is going to be unified documentation for every solution. Every solution, every step is now unified, built under the same time frame, the same structure, the same rules. And it's just going to be more clear when you go to any solution inside the documentation. They'll all feel more similar. So big updates come in. This is a big, big update. Attributes, we're excited about it, and you will hear back about that early next year. All right, let's move on to CMS Bridge. Control Webflow CMS collections directly from Airtable. Sync both platforms for a seamless workflow. Okay. Number 1, make improvements based on user feedback. For this product specifically, we have no official roadmap. With Wized, with components, we have a very clear path on where we want to take it. With CMS Bridge, we're really relying on you, the users, to tell us what you're looking for. So we want to retain and grow the user base based on the features that you need. Tell us what you're thinking about. Tell us what you want. And if we hear enough people say a certain feature, we're going to go and build it. We're looking at more field compatibilities like Airtable's AI fields and other Airtable fields. So that's going to be nice adding that in. Definitely makes Webflow CMS more powerful. We are also going to have some UI updates, introduce automatic sync, have some potential changes to the pricing strategy based on feedback, possible, and more content in the docs. So these are all things that people have already talked about and already said, and that's going to make it to the roadmap. So we're looking for your feedback, and yeah, that's it for CMS Bridge. Client first. All right, client first, guidelines and strategies to develop organized and maintainable Webflow projects. This one's simple. Release updates to client first based on new features released by Webflow. If Webflow is going to go and release a new feature that influences how client first is used, we're going to go and try to make that update ASAP. So that's all for the roadmap. We have no official plans. It works. It works for us in our agency. It works for hundreds of other agencies. And yeah, it's I'm thinking about how, really it helps our agency grow and scale, and people switch around to projects. Everybody's building under the same system, the same mind. So big plus to client first. We are definitely going to maintain that. I would think always. Let's move on to Finsweet account. One account to manage all Finsweet products. Now, We need to completely update the UX of Finsweet account. New design, new checkout, new everything. When we built Finsweet account, it was really for one product at the time. We designed it, we did the layout, we tried to make it so it scaled to our products, but at the time it was just for one product to manage. So now we have several products. We understand the scope of payment for our products, and now we have a much more clear idea of what this needs to be. So we need a full review here. It's going to be a nice big project, and it's just going to be easier for you to manage all of your subscriptions, purchases, products, everything Finsweet. We're also going to have role-based access control, workspaces, and a better agency to client workflow. All of this is going to be included in this big update of Finsweet account. We want to make this the goal of this is to implement this in Finsweet account, which then makes it valid and qualifies for all products. So wized, components, CMS Bridge, a login for attributes, all of these things would have this feature set. Very exciting. Awesome. Finsweet Plus. We have some updates to Finsweet Plus, high value service for people who enjoy Finsweet products. In the past, Finsweet Plus, we've changed things. Every year we were switching it up, trying to find cool and interesting ways to keep people involved. And now we have really focused down to 3 things. So these are the 3 core benefits of Finsweet Plus that we are going to run with moving forward. And we're going to focus on these 3 benefits. Number 1, attribute support. We are going to give you quality human attribute support, also AI attribute support, but we're really going to help you with any attributes implementation. Benefit 1. Benefit 2, discounts, 10% across all products. All products. Doesn't matter if it's a $5 per month subscription or our Wiz subscription and you're paying $1,000, over $1,000 for the year. 10% off across all products, no exceptions. That's going to go live in 2025. And also proximity to the Finsweet team. There's a bunch of people who just like to be the first ones to know or the first ones to try things or be able to ask us questions or talk to the team. This will be another core benefit. So these 3, this is what the Finsweet Plus offering is now transforming into. And that's if you have any questions about that, we'd love to talk about it. Okay, moving on. Not really products, but supporting tools like the Finsweet forum. One source for all Finsweet support and archive tickets. We want to unify all product support inside Finsweet forum. This is on the way. This is close. We don't have wized in there yet, but as we release components and CMS Bridge, those have gone into Finsweet forum. But we need to further integrate. We're going to get wized as part of Finsweet forum. We're going to integrate AI support inside Finsweet forum. And we are also going to simplify the design to reduce styling errors. This is an unfortunate one for us. We made this beautiful design with custom CSS file, and unfortunately, Discourse is always changing their layouts and their CSS, and it breaks our CSS. So completely unexpected. We have a bunch of styling errors because of it. So it's not going to look as nice, but it's going to be more functional, which is way more important. So we're going to put a lot of effort into Finsweet forum this year. There's going to be a lot of changes. By the end of it, it's going to be the powerhouse for anything help related for Finsweet. Okay, SOC 2 Compliance, complying with industry-leading security standards and fulfilling our ongoing promise to keep Finsweet products and your data safe. We're doing a lot with products and information and your data, and we are going to keep it safe, and we're doing that through product audits and our SOC 2 compliance. This is an industry leading uh, industry leading compliance standards that we are following to make sure that we are keeping everything safe, secure, and of industry standards, really. And it's really a lot of work. It's a huge project to actively maintain. It's an ongoing thing that we are constantly doing. The benefit is that our products are watched very intensely. They are audited. This year, we will have wized, Finsweet Account, components, and CMS Bridge. These are all the ones that we collect information from you, the most important informations. So they're all going to be under the SOC 2 observation window in 2025, and we are here to keep you safe. Extension. Finsweet extension, that's the free workflow enhancements and feature additions for Webflow Designer. If you use Webflow, you know this is just a go-to tool. It's going to help you with your workflow, but we have no plans to update it, and we are only making reactive updates only. If something breaks when Webflow makes an update, we will update it, right? We know people rely on this tool, so we're going to update it, but we don't have plans to grow it. Instead, we are focusing our energy on, let's say, official products, officially recognized products by Webflow, which is wized, components, and CMS Bridge. So yes, great. No plans there, but when something breaks, we're on it. Great. That's it for the product roadmap. Let's move on to the agency roadmap. We have 3 items here. These are the goals, the roadmap for just the agency side of the business, not the product. They're 2 completely different sides. The overview here is, number 1, grow the enterprise business. Number 2, grow our business application development and develop the scaling agency. So enterprise, app development, we're scaling, and we need to address all 3 of these items in 2025. So let's start with that, grow our enterprise business. We are looking to attract big business and multi-site projects. We've been doing this for years now, but we're looking to get to that next level in 2025. Webflow is helping by bringing some big companies to the table. Let me rephrase that. Webflow is doing a kick-ass job marketing to these larger companies, and we're seeing bigger and better projects come to the Webflow ecosystem. So we want to attract those types of businesses that can use Webflow, and also start building continue building our relationship with Webflow Enterprise team. They're doing a great job over there. We want to help them attract those bigger businesses, and then also grow within our existing enterprise clients. This year, we started working with Dropbox, and the account just keeps growing and growing. They are bringing more and more business into Webflow, and it's awesome. They're happy with it. We're happy with it. They're a great client. So we are growing within Dropbox to bring more of them to Webflow, more web properties. So these are how we're trying to grow in that enterprise side. We're also trying to grow the business application development side of the business. We're having a lot of success in our agency building business applications with WWX, or as a lot of the cool people are saying, the DubX stack. And we're seeing happy customers, great margins, happy team that's learning so much with every single project. And we really want to learn how to be successful offering application development as a service, and then scale that service. And we're not just going to keep that internally for us. We're going to share that knowledge publicly to help other agencies adopt DubX and similar services. So I bet there's a lot of people out there that really want to get started with application development, but not only do you have to know how to build applications, you need to know how to quote applications. and estimate applications. So we are learning how to do that, and we are going to share that with you. So it's going to be growth all around, growth internally for us, and hopefully growth in the industry, growth for all of you who will also benefit from this initiative. Okay. And last one here, develop scaling agency. Our agency is scaling. We are adding more people to it. I know in 2025, this will continue. So we need to, couple things we want to add, customer success to offer post-launch support service to clients like SEO, Webflow Optimize, even further pushing maintenance. So somebody dedicated to ongoing relationships with our customers. We want to add marketing and social to share the great work that we do. We do so much great work at Finsweet Agency, and most of it goes unseen. We are bringing in the next project and the next project and the next project. And really, we need somebody dedicated, 100% dedicated to taking the great work that we do, showing it to the world, and helping us bring in more business. We also want to improve the agency operations and processes as we scale. We cannot just scale without really looking at how we do things. If things are broken or things need to be improved, we don't want to add more people to that broken process. We need to fix that process. We need to improve that process, make it more efficient, more effective, and then add more people. We're also going to add AI. It's been hugely valuable in our contact form. When somebody submits the Finsweet contact form, an AI person computer is going to analyze it and give it to the right salesperson. And it's surprisingly great. So we're going to do more of that. Cool. Finsweet Agency will be hiring in 2025. So does this roadmap sound awesome to you? Specifically the agency roadmap. Do you want to be part of this agency roadmap? If you do, we'll be hiring. Keep a lookout for that. Connect with someone on the team. Do what you got to do to make yourself part of this team. But we'll be posting online. We'll be posting on our website. We'll be making it clear when we're hiring. All right. That's it. Let's have a successful 2025. This was the full roadmap here. Products, agency. This is everything we're doing. And if we do it all, this will be a hugely successful year for us. And as always, thank you. This is the last stream in this office. Gabe, let's get the full view here. Yeah, I'm moving. This is the last stream, maybe the last time I turn this camera on. So get a good look at it. I've been rocking this for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. And it's been great, but ready for a change. So the next time you see me, I'll have a spicy new background. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great end of the year. Enjoy, relax, and we'll see you in 2025 with fresh energy and success.